Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another awesome episode of Ridertown Radio. Or, hopefully awesome. Depends on the mood of the day, I suppose. Anyway, on today's episode, we're talking about Ghost Episode 8, Dino Charge 19, and Faiz Episode 2, because the Retro Corner will roll on. And, oh, all the death. And before we get started, who's that over there? Isn't there supposed to be only 3 of us here?
Yes.
Stands up and leaves.
Yes, ladies.
I mean, I could, but...
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, or whatever you are, we have a guest in the house.
Hello, guys. I'm That Kamen Rider Guy from thatkamenriderguy.com.
So hooray, more people to talk, and this is going to be a lot more fun. Awesome! And my co-hosts are surprisingly quiet.
They weren't a minute ago.
Very
I'm just
unusual.
trying not to derail the episode, that's all.
Yes.
I was just trying to see, waiting for either for your intro to end or for us to cut to the episodes.
You guys could have said something, anything.
Ensue?
Something.
You said something.
4 people here, but it's a one-man show.
Surprisingly, yes. Anyway, yeah, let's go on and get to the episodes then. Going to Ghost.
So spoopy!
Woo!
So this was an interesting episode.
Hey guys, remember that time where we thought it would take them a while to collect all the icons?
I know, right?
Remember that time that it's really awkward that those guys have been struggling for almost 99 days to get any, and the old dude already has 5?
He's on par with Ghost, and he hasn't done shit.
Yeah. He
He's
technically
just
had
been walking
sex
around
for a
giving
bit.
people shit. It's like, here, Merry Christmas, thank you, I'll take this. Here, Merry Christmas, thank you, I'll take this.
And Spectre just got Houdini off screen.
Spectre got all of his off screen. Let's be
Yeah,
The
honest.
only one he didn't get is Nobunaga.
And he just stole
Yeah,
it.
that one he just stole.
Yeah.
Nobunaga
He's like,
likes his ambition.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like to think of it like this. If Ghost wasn't a show for kids, Spectre would have just walked up, you work for me now, bitch.
Hey, over here. Hey, just jingles some keys. Hey, look over here. Over here.
But yeah.
So,
mean,
bees.
Yes. The bee monster survived, surprisingly.
Bee women are incredible
supposedly the bee monster is a reference to a old Kamen Rider villain.
Yes, the bee lady.
The bee woman from, yeah.
right down to her gimmick of controlling
Mind
people
control,
with things
yeah.
on their necks. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of the old stuff, so I
didn't
not catch
realize.
it.
At first, I wasn't entirely sure if that's what they were going for, but then I saw some stuff about it online. I'm like, oh yeah, the bee lady.
Yeah, I kind of spotted it straight away. I love the old Showa stuff, so I was like, hey, a lady with a bee powers. That's cool. And then like the mind control stuff, I was like, oh, come on, guys, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Was she the one that showed up in the Decade double crossover thing? The one
Yes.
in purple?
Yes, she did.
Or blue, whatever it was.
And then she got killed by the Neo life form.
Yep.
My God, that movie was weird.
Anything with Decade is weird,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
But the bee lady does kind of continue the whole thing that's been going on with Ghost is subtly referencing past shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, because Ghost is going to be taking place during the 40th anniversary.
Makes
Not
sense.
the 45th, 45th. Not
Yeah.
40th.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
like that instead of shoving the homages in your face, they're just kind of making them really subtle.
Looking at you, Forze.
Yeah. Like I heard that they originally planned to do more with that, but they just couldn't.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do a lot of anniversary stuff, apparently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looking at you, Decade.
Yep.
Honore Dikedo.
Yeah,
There's a lot of glaring going on.
Or that O's Deno movie.
Oh, jeez.
Don't even.
All right, so bees.
Bees.
Yeah.
Not the bees.
Oh, not the bees. So, okay, hold on a second. I've got to bring something up because he just got the Billy the Kid icon, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Billy the Kid is known for a revolver. Why is he using a rifle?
Actually, there is supposed historical evidence that recently been drummed up that he did use a rifle from time to time.
Really?
Also, that he was ambidextrous, which explains, two guns.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Also, it's just badass to be a dual wielder.
Yep.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Also because they need to sell toys.
Yeah.
Yes. That
I
back
mean, they
clock.
can't have a toy that doesn't combine with another toy, otherwise why would you buy all of them?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Marketing.
Speaking of the back clock, again, we got a bit more of, like... I'm good at words, I swear.
The back clock has a video recorder in it.
Yeah, that.
That was interesting.
So it's basically Chase.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
That clock will have the
Well,
best
the
character
viral
development in the
core had to
series.
go somewhere.
Oh, you just said the bat viral core turned into the clock.
Well, I mean, where do you think the Cobra viral core went to? It turned into a cell phone. And the Spider viral core turned into a lantern.
Oh God, no!
That is
Oh God, that's too true to be good. Wait, hold on a second. That means all of the gimmick weapons are actually references to old Kamen Rider monsters because there's a Condor as well.
Yep.
Yep, the
I never
Condor
thought
phone.
about that. Yeah, but
It would have been great if the Condor phone was red.
it'd be great if the Condor phone was murdering brides.
Speaking of the Condor phone, that one scene where Takeru's got it out in the middle of like nowhere and he's just holding the thing.
Yeah, he's
You
just
see it
holding
like a goddamn cell phone.
I know, I was looking at that, it's like, okay, I know it's supposed to be a phone, but that looks ridiculous.
My mobile phone is hipster as hell.
I just note, like, when Tucker pulled it, like, got off the phone, you just see the other guy who's with kind of start walking away, but just glance back slightly.
It's like, did I just see that?
What the
What
fuck?
are you doing? Who are you talking to? That looks like a toy.
Yeah, I could totally see somebody like reconfiguring an old phone like that into a mobile unit of some kind.
I think it's been done.
I would not be surprised, just for the hell
Yeah.
of it, because why not?
Yeah, why not? Oh, but the big turnabout is we learn who Spectre or Ghost learns who Spectre is.
Yep.
Yeah, that was true.
That's
Yeah, because that wasn't obvious from the start.
Well, not to the protagonists because they're dumb.
Well, yeah, not to the
Yeah.
guy who's dead, so yeah, that makes sense.
Not to the dead guy.
What are you talking about, guys? Michi's a nice guy.
Ah, yeah.
Uh,
He'll never
Okay.
betray me or anyone else.
Sure.
Don't be
Power of
ridiculous.
friendship, right?
At least they actually got him some redemption in the
Bit.
Drive Guy movie.
Yeah.
some, not a lot. Some.
Oh no, he's less of an asshole than before. I guess he's okay.
At least he tried to redeem himself anyway. Well, yeah.
No, but
Yeah. And then there's some things about that kind of bug me, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because we're trying to do an episode.
stay on topic.
Yeah.
That's the point.
No, but I'm glad that like came about because it's like we knew what it was already. Move on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something out of the way.
Yep.
I feel like that they were like just subtly hinting at it for most of the time.
Subtly.
Well, like, okay, like obviously last episode they showed, the two of them fencing and stuff, and that's not so subtle, but there was the other episode where he almost took Musashi from them, and then he's talking to his sister Icon, and she mentions Zakari by name, and it's like, how would you know that unless, there's something there?
Yeah.
Unless, whoops.
So I was like, kind of like a, I guess, semi-subtle hint at it, without really like flat out saying it.
Even
Like,
though his name had already been revealed in promotional material weeks prior.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, for anyone who doesn't pay attention to that stuff,
But
then
Japan doesn't care about spoilers
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're
It's just
literally throwing stuff. They're literally throwing new content at you in every magazine. They're like, "This is what's coming up next. This
Yep.
is the villain for the next movie. This is the actor." It's like, okay, So
Okay.
There
thanks.
was one time they didn't spoil something, and that was the mock chaser form
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
in the
that
drive.
that I will say I was impressed they didn't spoil.
Yeah.
yeah. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
like I can see the execs, like the show creators, being like, "Please don't show this off, please."
either that or was like
Because that
something
would have
like-
just completely ruined the impact of that entire scene.
either
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
or there was
Which,
something
by the
that
way,
came
is
up
my favorite fight in all of Drive. But
Great.
anyway, or they could have just like come up with it last minute and the promotional material was already out, so they didn't have anything to put in there.
Oh, it's almost like they slapped the suits together.
But yeah, either way, it was still cool.
Yeah.
looks at
No,
Baron
but,
with energy arms.
No, but there's what is it? The old guy is now like kind of taunting Spectre about
Yeah.
his sister.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I wonder what his game is.
That's what I want to know too. Is what is Sainoji up to? Because obviously with Spectre and Takaru, we know what they want. Takaru wants to come back to life. Spectre wants to fix his sister or bring her back, whatever. What is the old guy trying to do?
don't know, but,
Unlimited power.
I don't
Evil
know,
for
but
the
whatever
sake
he's
of
doing,
it.
he's doing it right, seeing as he hasn't fought a single Ganma and he already has 5 icons.
Well, he's working with the Ganma. He doesn't have to fight them.
Perhaps he wants to bring Takaru's father back to life.
That's
I
what
doubt
Oh,
that.
that's an idea.
I was thinking about that earlier because yeah, we find out more about that.
Well, hold on a second. Here's my question: where does the Spectre, if Takaru gets his like base form, the Ore Damashi from him because he's dead, where does Spectre come from?
We don't know.
The Spectre base form. It's not his sister.
Yeah, that is something they still need to explain. Is what that came from.
Like, is Spectre dead as well? We
No,
don't know.
Spectre's alive.
Yeah,
my,
it's very much implied that he's alive.
I mean, his suit design says it.
my theory is that maybe because he was in the Ganma realm for so long that he's like half dead.
I
So,
was
I
was thinking about that. That might be true.
Yeah.
Him being Kamen Rider Spectre is kind of like a play on words because he's a specter between realms kind of thing.
Yeah.
That could be. That would make sense.
I kind of think that maybe Spectre is his sister, kind of like how Takaru, that's his name, right? Takaru?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How he can exist outside of his icon kind of thing. How his soul is supposed to be in the icon, but he's not in the icon
Hmm.
kind of thing.
I think it's more like the icon's the embodiment of his soul, and he's kind of just still around as a physical form because he wasn't dead very
Right.
long. And they were in the Gamma world, so I assume that works differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that working out.
Maybe
Yeah.
he just stole a Ganma stone. He's like, you work for me.
Maybe. We don't know.
It'd be
That's-
nice to find out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they need to explain that.
They may not. We'll see. They don't explain a lot of things, I find.
Well, we're
Yeah.
only at episode 8, so we still got like 40-ish to go.
Yeah.
We're only at episode 8, and we almost got all the toys.
And I've only got 27 days to gather all these icons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stupid timer
Good thing
was
these
worthless.
two other guys have gathered them for me.
Yeah.
Now you
Good
just
thing
steal
that
them all.
Now we just
Good
need
thing
Benkei, which he
everyone
gets
else
next
got 'em.
episode.
That was literally the only one missing.
Yeah.
Which one? Benkei?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless that's in the old guy's collection and they just
No,
swipe it from
old guy
No.
has Goemon, Ryoma, Himiko, Sanzo, and Grim.
Is
Yeah.
one of those a woman?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Out of 15 icons, they only found one historical woman.
Yeah.
I'm kind of unimpressed by that. I'm going to
Yeah.
say that right now.
Well,
And
it's-
not only that, it's a form that Ghost uses in his upgrade form.
Yeah, the cool thing is it is the only male rider form that's pink. So,
Okay, I'm okay with that. That's a bit.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a bit
besides that one Forte thing, or Decade, if you count.
oh yeah, true,
Decade being
Decade.
pink.
Decade's magenta, not pink.
Ah, jeez. Despite the fact that they actually say pink so many times in the proper series.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Because I was having a conversation with someone else the other day. I'm like, hey, cool. There's 15 of these guys, and if not one of them's a woman, I'm going to be very unimpressed because there's a lot of cool historical women out there.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Like,
I was
where's
kinda
like
surprised
my
they didn't-
Amelia Earhart Damashi or something?
Yeah,
I'm thinking
I
like
was
Annie
literally getting
Oakley.
ready to say, I'm surprised
Yeah.
Amelia Earhart wasn't one.
Or what about like Queen Elizabeth I?
Yeah,
Or
that.
Cleopatra? Or
Yeah, there are a lot. There are a lot of historical women.
who actually had to fight for their place in history, and then the show's kind of like, oh look, Billy the Kid.
Look
And
at Billy the Kid
Robin-
and Robin Hood, who might have not existed at all.
Yeah, that's what I was pissed about. Like, oh, there's a Robin Hood form. Wasn't he fiction? Thanks, guys. History class in a show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Who
hell,
knows?
we
Maybe
have
we'll get a
like,
fourth
what?
rider that's a girl who hopefully won't die. Well, that's the thing they can get around it. She could already be dead.
That's a way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but does
Well, I
she
mean, there's
stay
like, what,
dead?
4 like scientist/smart people icons now? Because there's
Yeah,
the Newton and Edison, and then there's the 2 DVD special ones,
Oh, yeah, there's Pythagoras and
and EQ.
Well,
Well-
hold on a second, though. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, damn.
Plus, there's like the 4. Plus, there's the Renaissance painter icons.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I just remembered something. Recently, in like some not like toy catalog, but lists of stuff like got for toys got leaked out. including what's supposedly some of the new toys for Zyuohger, the new Sentai.
Mm-hmm.
Also revealed some new Ghost toys, which apparently there's going to be another driver, which kind of I forget the name, but it kind of leads me to believe that the theory that they're gonna get like new stuff halfway through the show, like a new belt, sort of like going from the Sengoku to Genesis Driver.
Well, they
like
got to
an upgrade belt.
Well, they have to do something because, as we said, we're on episode 8, and all but one icon has already been collected. So
they've only got 2 belts, so they need to pump out another belt. There's always like 2 belts per season since like Faiz.
I'll try and see. Hold on, I'm going to look it up and see if I can find the name.
Plus, there's the whole thing of like, well, what's going to happen once one of the guys gets to 15 icons? Because there's probably going to be more than just the 15 icons.
Well, presumably Takeru's going to get them first and bring himself back so he can stay the hero of the show. And I say hero in quotes.
For real.
And then, it's a question of what's going to happen to the icons.
Yeah.
Here it is. It's called the Icon Driver G.
Really?
Yep. And
God.
The same catalog also reveals the Ghost Chain Series 11 Kamen Rider Ghost Grateful Soul.
Yeah, Grateful Damashi. What the hell?
Yeah.
What?
I heard about that one.
That sounds like the Thanksgiving icon. Grateful.
I'm assuming it's going to be like an upgrade to Ore.
Maybe.
I'm guessing.
Perhaps he's grateful that he got brought back to life? I don't know.
Ah, yes, the great historical figure, Thomas E. Grateful.
Speaking
the thankful
of
icon, Tom E. Turkey.
Speaking of historical figures, that reminds me. Back a few months back when people like quote unquote hacked the Ghost Driver, they revealed like pretty much all of the historical figures. There's still 7, not including the main 15 and the 2 from the DVD special. There are still 7 that haven't been like shown in anything.
Napoleon.
I can't remember, but there's Napoleon, Shakespeare, Da Vinci, Columbus. I can't remember the other ones.
Da Vinci's probably going to show up in the Ghost Drive movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, I just had a thought. What if he collects 15 icons and like Sage and Honore are just like, oh yeah, by the way, you need more.
That would be a dick move, especially considering the fact that they run that timer down so fast.
Yeah, but it wouldn't surprise me because honestly, those guys are very skimpy on information.
Here's the list. Columbus, Da Vinci, Darwin, Galileo, Ishinomori, Napoleon, Nightingale, and Shakespeare.
I'm gonna say
Ishinomori's on that list.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I'm gonna say if
we know what icon's going to be used in the Kamen Rider special.
Well, we know what icon's going to be the ultimate form.
I know. I want it to be the ultimate form.
Word of God, motherfucker.
Yep.
My thought on the Ishinomori one is I know they haven't announced one, but if they do another stupid anniversary movie, that's going to be where it shows up.
Yeah, I want it to be used somewhere.
I hope the form has giant buttons on the chest. That's all I gotta say. That's all I want. Just big hair and giant buttons.
It just has like giant like Miss America-esque hair on the hood.
Oh gosh.
Oh, beautiful.
Mwah, magnifique. Oh, please.
Yikes. They did it once, never did it again.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
No, really.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I still can't believe that's actually a Sentai thing.
Yeah.
Battle Fever J is just like no other Sentai.
Battle Fever J is, what the hell were you thinking? Stop.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the other thing.
Let's go back to the formula that makes sense and works.
Let's go back to the formula that we scrubbed from continuity for like 20 years.
Yeah.
You just look at every Sentai show, and then you just see Battle Fever J, and you're just like, one of these things just doesn't belong here. That one.
Yeah.
Is it Battle Kenya?
And the fact that he's the Black Ranger.
And the fact that there's an Orange Ranger?
Yeah. Which didn't happen again for over 30 years. 30,
Battle
40 years.
Cossack.
Yep, never forget Battle Cossack.
That he died like 3 times.
Yeah, everyone, and the never-ending debates on whether or not he's actually officially an Orange Ranger or not.
You want to spark flame war? Put one ranger of the wrong color in the suit, like 20 years ago. Then no one will ever shut up.
Yeah. Like, you're like, no, he's a Yellow Ranger. No, he's an Orange Ranger. No, he's just kind of like in his own category.
Well, would you call Deca Swan an Orange Ranger?
Orange, white, it's a mix.
I just like to screw all that stuff and just say Toki Rokugo is the first Orange Ranger.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, that's what their official statement is anyway.
Yeah.
He's also the best character in that show.
I thought the puppet was.
I thought the end credits were.
I thought the sexy robot girl was.
Oh, man.
Good thing Lane's not in this podcast.
I was just thinking about that. It's like, I'm so glad he's not here. Oh my god.
That guy's got some odd tastes, so I'm gonna say. I like the guy. Nice guy. Odd tastes.
It's not even that. It's the fact that he can do that voice.
Yeah, that's literally it. He can mimic that perfectly.
I was unaware of this, and now I wish I didn't know.
If you listen to any of the recent episodes, whenever he does it, it's just like a dead ringer for the actual sound effect.
Yeah.
That weird noise she makes.
I recently watched the Tokyuja Returns movie just because they have a freaking tank top monster.
Yeah.
A monster themed around a tank top.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It's like Stephen King. The monster is now a lamp. Ooh.
Speaking
Wasn't
of
that a Tokyuja monster? A lamp?
Most likely.
Probably.
I would not be surprised.
I've seen that done on Garo, so I mean, honestly, it doesn't surprise me anymore. And Garo takes itself way too seriously.
Yeah.
Also has nudity.
Nothing like anime titty. Alright, so...
Speaking of lamps...
Go ahead.
No, I was just looking at my notes and mention it. I wrote in here, the spider lantern spits webs. Well, that's not a surprise.
No.
Yep.
No, not really.
That was a cool use for it, though. I
like the fact that I forget her name, and I'm never going to remember her name, so don't even try reminding me.
Aka something?
Akari.
Akari. Yeah. That's it.
And unless she gets a belt, I'm not going to remember the name.
Basically.
Even then, I probably won't remember it. But I like how she's holding the lantern and it transforms into the spider, and you can see her face go from calm to, oh my god, I've seen the devil.
Oh my god, I've been holding this thing in my pocket for like 3 hours. And it moves.
It's a shame the toy doesn't light up.
Yeah, that's kind of a shame.
That's a big missed opportunity.
They should make like a bigger version of that actually has the electronics to light up and stuff.
And can actually fold over the other side of the sword.
That looks so dumb.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Well, you won't miss opportunities. What about that specialty icon set they're selling where it's like, hey, you get 3 icons. They don't do anything. They're plastic.
Oh,
one
that?
One of them is the talking sister icon.
Yep.
It won't even call you Oni-chan. How are you supposed to Mamoru your emotiyos?
That's a lot of references.
Yeah,
hey, you gotta keep up.
Well, I don't watch anime much, so a lot of anime references go over my head anyway.
Half those words are said in Kamen Rider alone.
It's just permanently blushing.
Yeah, it's a permanently blushing icon. What the hell? It doesn't even light up.
Yeah, it's just a piece of plastic.
It's
some
just
customizer can probably get
They're only making 5,000 of them, so get them while you can.
Oh,
is it like $50?
Yeah.
$50 for that thing. No thanks.
So it's for that and also the normal one and I believe like the Java one or something.
Yeah.
The what?
Some guy we probably haven't seen yet.
Next episode.
Oh, Janvel.
Last week.
Yeah, he shows up next episode.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, delightful.
He said it
transforms next episode, but he shows up.
Ah, okay. No, when I heard you say, I thought I heard Java for some reason. It's like, wait, what? A Java icon? What the heck?
Wasn't I just talking
they
about
gotta
a
get
coffee
solo
monster?
somehow.
I said Java, not Java.
Close
So
enough.
it's a coffee maker.
Yeah, sure.
Kamen Rider Coffee.
And then we had another Nobunaga Musashi grudge match.
Yeah.
Jeez. Do they ever use any other icons but Nobunaga and Musashi?
Well, Ghost did for a while. Now he's just using nothing but Musashi.
All right,
Yeah.
we get it. You like samurai. Move on.
Yeah.
Like,
Though
I'm-
there
I
was a
like that the last episode I remember of watching of Ninja really played well to this trope where I forget which one it was, but one of them made a machine where you can listen to the Zords.
Oh yeah, Kasumi made a Tomanin translator
Yeah, and
thingy.
the red Zord was being emo and staying away from everyone, and he's like, "You guys don't use me anymore," and it's like,
Well, I think it
"Oh,
was
they're
that was
doing
partly
trope again."
yeah, it was partly from like a monster effect, but yeah, I remember that one.
Yep,
That
I
was
believe
weird.
It was.
That was
Well,
weird seeing the sword being
I like to
used.
think that that's the reason that why Musashi is the only one they're pushing right now. It's because, well, he only got one episode at the beginning.
I think it's more along the lines of he doesn't need CG for a fight scene.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Everyone else does. Why would you use them? It costs money.
Yeah,
So
especially
during-
Beethoven.
Yeah. They're never gonna use. They're gonna use Beethoven probably like 2 more times in the entire series.
Beethoven is the Gatakiriba of Ghost.
Yep.
It's too much CGI for that thing.
You're too expensive
Easy.
to live.
I thought Newton was going to be the god of Kiribati, but he's actually using them more than I thought he would.
Yeah, and he used them pretty cool in this one. I like
Yeah.
the car pull.
I really liked how like when he used Newton, I really liked how defeated he looked, like really
Oh, he
sad.
was so done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the suit. Good props to the suit actor in that one.
Well, it's what's his name again? It's Mr. Kamen Rider, man. He's gonna
Yeah. Yep.
he delivers
that-
every time.
Speaking of that, that has been kind of a problem with Ghost for me. Is that when he's Ghost, he doesn't. I don't really see Takaru in the suit.
Yeah,
It feels like it's too disconnected.
I can see that a little bit. I've got to agree
Yeah.
a bit. It's like,
Like-
there's too much confidence in Ghost and not enough in Takaru.
There's
Yeah.
too much Rider, not enough in common.
Ah, ah.
Yeah, that is a fair point. That you should mention that.
Could you say that Spectre's a Tutankhamun rider?
I made that joke several times this morning.
Yep.
And no, and Biff just
Everyone
took it
has
from
made that joke at least once.
me.
Get out of here.
I didn't even think about that.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
the
it's
guest
even
and I'm
more
telling you to
perfect because
leave.
his ghost parka is literally a sarcophagus. It's
Yeah.
even got the arms crossed over and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What arms? It doesn't have any arms.
It has
It
hands.
has hands
in
on
front
like
of
the shoulder
shoulders.
area.
It's got wee little sleeves.
Yeah. Like if you look at the actual parka,
Suit.
yeah, it's got hands like attached to the shoulder area, which look like arms crossed over the chest.
I must...
Why does it use a scythe though?
I don't know.
Egyptian.
I think the
Supposed to
reason
be. I think it's supposed to try. It's supposed to be supposedly paying homage to the what is it? The Kopesh, I believe that's the name of the weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not a kopish.
Yeah, I know.
That's a scythe.
It's a scythe. That's what I don't get. But
It's like-
one of the guy actually last night I was I was watching the CS Toys live stream and they were showing off the Tutankhamun ghost change thing and it was like, I wonder why he has the scythe. And I was like, well, from what I can remember of most Egyptian god art that's out there, a lot of them use scythes and whatnot. Because I believe Anubis is like the Egyptian god of death, and he's always seen with one. Because the god of death always carries a sickle.
Yeah.
But that's a Eastern European thing. Like it,
Yeah.
like Biffalo's right. Like Copus is usually what he was carrying around.
yeah,
It looks
the scythe.
similar, but it's not the
A
same.
scythe was a tool used to cut down like wheat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know what you
Reaping
mean,
souls, which is why it's connotation with death. But it's like
Yeah.
it's like an Eastern European thing, not an Egyptian thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe Japan just likes puns.
Maybe Japan just doesn't want to give access to riders.
I mean, if it would almost make more sense to give the scythe to freaking Grim Damashi because you can do a pun with like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That's assuming they actually use it.
They will. That's one of Necrom's icons.
I've got questions about that guy, and I'm going to wait to see if they're confirmed.
Because
We know virtually nothing about him except
Good.
like what his device looks like.
And that he might be green.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, because I've seen every single icon logo except for Himiko, he has 2 quote-unquote auxiliary icons plus his own icon.
So he's gonna have one less than Spectre, apparently.
Yeah, he's got a Grim and Sanzo.
All right.
14 and 15, respectively.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He's got Grim and Sanzo or Senzu?
It's spelled S-A-N-O. S-N-S-A-N-Z-O.
So like the Sanzo River.
Apparently, yes.
Okay,
it's
cool.
a yellow form, that's all I know. And the
So
Grimm
apparently
brothers...
he's gonna be like completely talking about death. He's gonna be a complete death motif.
I would imagine because
it seems...
Necromancer, that would make sense.
Yeah, I just didn't think they were gonna go that hard with it. I thought I'm okay with this.
Yeah, so am I.
Necrom's icon logo is green, the Grimm Brothers is green, and Sanzo or Senzu is yellow.
All right.
It's like kind of a yellowish green.
And then everything else belongs to Ghost.
Everything else belongs to Ghost except for Tutankhamun, Nobunaga, and Houdini.
Except for the other 3 that I didn't mention. Everything else belongs to Ghost.
Unless Spectre bitch slaps him out of it.
Yeah. or if Tucker grows a pair and steals them from Spectre.
Yeah, I don't see that happening in the near future.
I feel like when they eventually team up, they'll probably just swap them.
Yeah, they need to do some more of that.
Yeah.
It's only got like the one time when Spectre uses Edison.
Which
that
to
was
great
pretty,
effect.
Though.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just feel bad for all the people that are fans of Newton.
Oh yeah, because it's the premium thing and whatnot.
Yep. But I know why. Because he won't have a weapon.
Neither does Beethoven.
That's true.
The Beethoven Damashi comes with the Naginata mode.
Oh, okay.
Because it's Beethoven and Benkei gets the hammer and he gets the Naginata.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't really matter because any, as illustrated by Ore using the gun, any.
I'm just talking about the Ghost Change set thing. Because, again, last night I was watching CS Toys' live stream thing last night. And, so they gave him the Naginata.
Naginata, the only thing that every single form uses because it doesn't belong to anybody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think Edison used a gun either.
Yeah, but he fires electro bullets.
Yeah, the forms of the Gangun Saber technically don't belong to any specific form. Any form can use any form. They're just kind of associated with them.
Yeah, the only one that's really like associated with a specific form is the double sword thing for Musashi.
Yeah. And obviously like the bow for Robin Hood and the rifle.
Yeah, but that uses something else attached to it.
Yeah.
All the ones that like have something else attached to it are normally associated with a specific form.
Even though we did see Ore use the bat clock by itself.
Yeah.
It's still a pistol.
Yeah.
Is there any other ghost gadgets coming out?
There's the lantern, and that's all we know of.
Okay, I was going to say, because I know the lantern exists, and that's stupid as hell.
Yeah, because then Ghost is getting his upgrade form weapon, which is a sunglasses sword.
What?
Yeah. It's a katana with sunglasses for the hilt.
So you can cut down people and be a cool guy.
Yeah, and you can insert 2 icons into each side of the sunglasses.
Oh, jeez.
A little bit of power mixing. That actually sounds cool.
Oh man, it's like there wasn't a Sentai series like 2 seasons ago that did something similar to that.
And of course, Necrom's transformation device is a wrist brace that's an eyedropper.
What? And it looked bulky as shit.
Yeah, it looks really big, but it's an eyedropper.
Right.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with death?
I don't know.
Guys, these guys are just like, they have 2 darts. One is gimmick, one is other gimmick, and they throw it at like a bulletin board covered with paper.
I'm just sure that each motif for each year is just like on a wheel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think if anything, they just have like a large dartboard filled with words, and they just throw darts.
So back to the episode because we've derailed way off.
Well, no, we were still technically on topic. We're still talking about Ghost, technically.
So
Yeah,
during the Nobunaga Musashi fight, I really did like the kind of creative use of the Gongon hand on
Oh, I
Spectre's
like that.
part.
yeah,
Where he grabs the wrist.
Yeah, he grabs the wrist and uses Ghost Driver to activate his own finisher.
That was great.
Yeah,
yep, that was cool.
Point blank matchlock shot to the chest.
yeah,
Ow.
I don't care who you are, that hurts.
yep. I don't care if you're dead or not. That
I
still
will
hurts.
say I like that he grabbed him with the gun, but you also have to think about like this though. The thumb doesn't move. He could easily just go turn. He could easily just like
Depends.
move his hand forward and then away.
Well, if it's like a vice, if it's gripped too hard, it wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not. There's like a clear empty space because it only bends its fingers 90 degrees.
Yeah, but no, shut up though.
Shut up, it's cool.
Yeah, but kid show.
Mhm.
It's a toy. No, I'm sorry, man. Don't mean to shut you down. Just like, no, it was cool. Be quiet.
I mean, yeah, it was. It was awesome.
You're right, though. That is kind of dumb. Well, it's like, why did Edison hurt him so bad? Like, he could have just slipped out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that are awesome, this was just a random thing when while I was watching it. It was basically just I love the music in this show.
It's
Oh
pretty good.
yeah.
I think that's something we haven't really touched on much. Particularly that one track that they use, which has like vocals in it and stuff.
Like, what is it, the insert bit for the fights?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? Is it the same guys who are doing the intro? Because they do some good stuff.
I don't know.
I love the intro.
Intro's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Although it's ironic considering this is a show full of ghosts and death and stuff, and that is a very happy anime
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be really cool to. It would be really hilarious to see someone like reanimate the opening, where instead of it being the 4 like ghosts, it's actually the 4 people.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
Like a freaking Sentai team of historical figures.
I mean, hell, if there's an anime about the UN, I'm fairly
Jeez.
certain
Ugh.
they can do an anime thing about famous dead people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
What would that be? History Sentai Dead Ranger?
I made a joke because during the CS Toys screen the other day, they had all the ghost parkas that are on like their little stands on like a circle and spinning around, and it's like I forgot exactly what I called it, but it was like Parka Ghost Sentai Spookoger.
Spookoger.
Ooh, I
that's
like
perfect.
that.
Because it was perfectly spaced too. It was Musashi, Newton, Robin, Edison, Billy the Kid, Tutankhamun, and Nobunaga. It was like perfect. It was like Sentai colors.
That's great. And you got your blue, your rival blue, and then you got the leader is the red. And
Yeah.
guess
Yeah,
what?
you know,
Musashi's
you got
being
your
used the most.
Kyoryu blue, you got your Kyoryu cyan,
You got your Kyoryu purple,
Kyoryu silver, Kyoryu red, Kyoryu brown.
gray, Kyoryu off pink.
Oh, the Kyoryus.
Yep.
Gotta love them.
I did love that one bit where it's like, guys, why are your colors so close together? And the monsters are actually just commenting on it.
Yeah, I love that. It's like,
Oh, that's one of my favorite bits. In,
You
like,
can't have
all
cyan,
Sentai.
blue, and navy in the same team, guys. What the hell?
yeah,
You
close
got gray
purple
and silver. What the hell?
That's the same thing.
That's one of my favorite bits in like all of Sentai.
Oh,
yeah. That
I
was
love
pretty fun.
I love self-referential stuff.
Yeah. Like they knew that this was that the colors were really close together, and they're just like, why don't we just point it out?
What is it? It's like that bit in Power Rangers RPM where it's like, how come every time I transform, there's an 8-foot
Yeah.
gust of fire?
The beginning of that episode, just all.
Why
that.
do the Megazords have anime eyes?
Big googly
Googly anime
eyes.
Do we
It's not
when we transform? Is it really necessary that we shout RPM get in gear at the top of our lungs?
I love all the answers are yes, because science.
Yeah. And I love how later on in that episode they actually use the explosion behind them to their advantage.
That was great. That was
Yeah,
That's-
because
amazing.
doesn't he put the engine cell in upside down and then...
Yeah.
I'll reverse the energy flow. How? I'll put it in upside down. Oh, okay. I guess
Yeah,
that
that's-
works.
that whole upside down thing just reminds me of Captain Underpants. Like one of the later books, has a thing where like someone creates like a really, I forget what it was, like some kind of ray gun that runs on batteries, and they're trying to figure out how to reverse the effects, and the two kids are just like, just put the batteries in backwards, and I think the people yeah, and the people running the race like who are like scientists and stuff. That's not how science works. Just do it, and it works.
Of course.
Because
Is it science or science with an exclamation point? Because it'll work for one and not the other.
Yeah.
I have to tell you which one it is. I'm ashamed of you.
Of course. Don't you know anything about science?
So I'd say it was a solid episode of Ghost overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to see them try and activate another monolith, and that went kaboom.
That's interesting, though. Like, what is the deal with the monoliths? We got to figure that out.
I want to say because of what we've seen in that flashback where Makoto and his sister got sucked into the... I almost called it the Advent Void because I couldn't think of a proper name for it.
I think that's just called the...
Sorta.
Yeah. We'll just call it the Ganma dimension.
Yeah, while they get sucked into hell, it's like... Maybe they were trying to open another one of those, but to let the Ganma out.
Yeah, that was my theory. They're trying to open like a permanent hole to the Ganma world.
So they're trying to make the giant eyes.
Yeah, the giant purple eyes that they keep trying to make over buildings.
Yeah.
Which I also thought that was interesting that you see Alan standing there watching that. It's like, was he the one who set off the blast, or was it Sonoji?
Yeah.
Does it really matter anymore?
It's one of the two.
Yeah, but I have a feeling those two have different goals in mind. They're just using each other to get to them.
Yeah, well, of course, one's attractive and the other one's a villain.
You're not wrong.
No, that's not wrong at all.
Hey, how you doing over there, Hart? Is the real villain going to be the ugly old guy? You bet it is.
It's just like a Toku trope at this point.
Yeah, the Toku trope since they needed older women to watch the show. Moms around the world unite after this 24-year-old attractive guy. Is he getting a magazine spread? You know he is.
I just want to see the battle. I just want to see Chase and Spectre go at it. The battle of the tight leather pants.
They do dress kind of similar now that you mention it.
Man, those are some tight pants. Ladies.
Now that this thought just pops in my head, does Chase even have anything down there to be constricted? He's a robot. But he imitates human skin down to the molecular level, doesn't he? Yeah, but that doesn't mean it would generate that.
Down to the molecular level.
Okay, sure, fine, we'll go with that.
Plus, he's been seen drinking water several times.
Chase makes no sense.
That's gotta go somewhere.
Hey, it's got two functions, man. Remember that. One is optional, the other isn't for a robot.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You clearly don't watch enough anime, I'm just saying.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Outside of the pervert dungeon.
Creepy sexnasium.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this episode of Ghost was pretty good overall.
I'm getting the dirtiest look from my editor right now.
But yeah, my theory for that is that they're going to try and open a permanent portal to the Ghana world, but then I'll screw up and let the D Reaper out. Oh, wait. Oh, shut up.
And then Beelzemon's going to get himself killed, and he's going to become my favorite Digimon, and I'm going to end up buying his figure art. Oh, wait, that already happened.
It's going to happen again, I bet.
Yeah.
What was that? A Digimon remake?
I mean, if they do a renewal Beelzemon, I will be all up for that. Actually give him the gun and the wings. Hell yeah.
Beelzemon died in.
Hey, look, there's already money in that pot because you're throwing it at them. Is there money? It's going to happen eventually.
I'm throwing money at the screen, but it's not doing anything.
I mean, hell, they're doing a movie colors War Greymon.
Okay, we're off topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, overall good episode of Ghost. Let's move on to the dinosaurs. Speaking of which.
Ready. Dino charge.
Dino charge.
Brave
ready.
in. Oh,
so,
wait,
yeah.
Oh wait, wrong gun.
Oh wait, we're not flipping our guns around like Americans. You notice that the Japanese have they put a gun as a morpher, and it's a very gun-safe show. All of a sudden, the Americans put it in. They're doing dumbass cowboy flips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
But
what
they
we
can't
do.
point it at anyone.
Oh yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, it's even worse. Like in the American show, they do all that stuff. The
But they
gun
can't
doesn't
point it.
have the little guard around the trigger so you could flip it.
Oh, that is so true. I forgot about that. It
But
doesn't
the
have
Gabu revolver does.
that.
Whoops.
Got
Buy
it.
a Gap Revolver on eBay now, only $200.
Also, like, the gun guard is a very good idea if you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. I don't care if it's a morpher; it'll still shoot you in the foot if you screw up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gun safety not practiced in America.
Yep. So this episode of Dino Charge, speaking of which, let's actually get into this. They're
Oh, yeah.
spending most of the episode trying to find the Purple Ranger.
Which basically brings in the trope of hey, let's go put this person in needless danger over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, my thought on that is because it's basically them trying to mimic a construction site and accidentally dropping stuff on Kendall. My question is, how many loops did they have to jump through to do that? Because, unless I'm
Yeah.
mistaken, you probably need like permits or something to do.
Yeah, I'm
Something
surprised
like
no
that.
one called the police or something.
Well, hold up.
After like the third time it happened.
Well, hold up. I'm wondering here. What's the financial background of this team? Is it like Operation Overdrive, where they're funded by a millionaire, or is it like
It's these
Mighty
people
Morphin?
working out of it's a scientist leading a group of teens working out of a museum.
Yeah.
So we're
They
talking
work
like Mighty
inside.
Morphin.
They
Yeah.
basically work inside of McDonald's, essentially.
Yes, the
Cool.
museum
So
has its
financial
own.
background is the 99%. Got it.
But yeah, and that whole setup is just stupid in general. Because what if they screwed up?
What if they accidentally let go of the rope?
Then they
Eh,
got a corpse.
Yep.
Then they got to clean up something real fast, and it becomes teenagers with
Then
PTSD.
Ghost got a new icon.
Oh.
I loved your differing reactions, like like Crunch and
I just appreciate that. I didn't think of that one.
Well, I mean, you've seen my view on Faiz.
yeah, like both of you just like go oh, but Nobles just kind of chuckles.
Well, we know Snowball's our psychopath, hence
Yeah.
his Rider outfit.
I mean, yeah.
I
Oh,
got a
God,
thing
that was
for
great.
the Biff.
Killed how many again? In needless cold blood?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just cause he could.
Cause he's upset.
Yep.
Cause he's vexed.
My next note for this episode is basically one of Fury's lines. Because he's talking to the Monster of the Week, and as usual, the monster has a deal with Sledge. Basically, do this and you're free. And then Fury's just like, the deal has changed. And I'm just thinking of the Empire Strikes Back line.
The deal has changed. What was it again? I've altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it further.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking of the Robot Chicken thing where
Here's a unicycle. You must ride it wherever you go.
here are some clown shoes.
Remember that.
Also, you must wear this tutu.
This deal is very acceptable, and I'm okay with these terms. Yes.
That was funny.
I love Billy D. Williams, because that's him every time.
Yeah.
That's actually Lando, wearing clown shoes on a unicycle.
That's the greatest image.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
He played a game of Goldfish for a Millennium Falcon.
And lost.
No, he won.
Oh, no, he lost, because
No,
that's how...
this is a different. No, this isn't in movie canon. This is in real life.
Oh, jeez.
What?
The director Kevin Smith owns a comic book shop in New York, or New Jersey. My bad.
Yeah, big
They're
difference
right next to each
there.
other. And he has like a whole bunch of friends working there, and there's a show about the store. It's on right after The Walking Dead every night. And they had this big Millennium Falcon thing that was like 4 foot by 4 foot. and Billy D. Williams came in and played a game of Goldfish for it and won.
So Sabaka's Go Fish, cool. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's amazing, considering he's always supposed to lose at card games. Lets you know the actor's different from the character.
Well, I mean, it's Goldfish. It's a 50-50.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but Lando would still lose.
Uh,
You could rig the game so you could rig a card game so Lando would win 100% of the time, and he'd still find a way to lose. I'm just saying.
Speaking of spaceships, the scene on Sledge's ship for this episode I thought was interesting because he's looking at one of those bounty pages. I'm pretty sure for the Monster of the Week, and
Yeah, it's for the Monster of the Week.
and he's commenting on how his employer would have paid like 40,000 something for this guy, and I'm just thinking, are you sure they're even still alive? It's been millions of years after all.
Not only that, if they are, you have a cloning machine, motherfucker.
Yeah, what is
Use
up
it.
with that?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, just clone the
it
guy
does
like
have Necroline, a couple other
times.
monsters, so...
Yeah, Beeville from Ninja Storm was in the prison, and so was Necroli from Mystic Force.
Jeez, I thought Necroli made it out okay of that. My bad.
Yeah, I know, right? And on top of that, you have to think that Sledge shows up on...
Human at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
Yeah.
Which,
What happened?
Guess
Well, on
being
top of
human
that-
was a bit of a raw deal.
well, here's the other thing you have to think about, though, is that Sledge shows up to Earth, like, millions of years ago when dinosaurs were still running around, blah, blah, blah. And then the bomb blows up the ship or messes it up enough that they're just drifting, presumably in the same galaxy or at least in the solar system for millions of years. She would have had to already have been on the ship at some point.
Maybe it's like an ancestor or something?
Yeah, we don't really know what Sledge was doing for those 65 million years.
Or how he's even still alive. I mean,
And
Yeah.
Necroli is old.
Well, I mean,
that.
we know... we know eventually a space dumpster flew by his ship.
well, I think it was
Twice.
that is true, yeah. No, I think it was like a comet or something dragged him back to Earth, but still, it's just
Well,
like...
after 10,000 years, I'm free.
I do Gaga Earth.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Dramatic fan.
But,
Enter rad guitar solo. Thank you very much.
Yeah. and then we get introduced to a guy who could easily play a Doctor Who character.
yes, we get introduced to Heckle, and oh my gosh, I love this guy.
He is so ham. I love it.
I know. He's amazing.
You know what I just realized? This
Actually-
entire episode we've been making Star Wars puns.
And this dude has Force Lightning.
Yeah.
He actually reminds me a lot of Xaviax from Dragon Knight. Like in
Interesting.
personality-wise.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see that.
You've crossed me, I shall destroy you.
You will be vented.
Die. Contract with the
And they
dragon.
both had Force Lightning. So what do you know?
Vent or be vented.
Do or do
We'll
not.
talk
there
about
is no
Dragon Knight
drive.
someday.
Yep.
Someday. As he pushes it back into the schedule.
And we have to do a retrospective sometime this month.
Yeah, we've been meaning to do a retrospective of it since pretty much we started the podcast.
You
Pretty
kidding me?
much,
I've been
yeah.
planning to make a review since I started my website. It's up there. Eventually. It'll be there.
Eventually.
Eventually. As I push it farther into the schedule.
Uh,
Yeah, Heckle's a pretty interesting character. He has like a teal tint to his hair,
yeah, part of his hair is tinted blue.
and he has a very Death Ryuger themed tie.
Well, no, and then he's also got that tattoo on his neck, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like his tie has like a neck thing around it, and that has like the Death Ryuger red teeth thing all around it, and it's like, you couldn't be subtle, could you?
Well, I start to wonder if he's going to be Death Ryuger, or if the other thing's going to be Death Ryuger, because the monster suit for D is in the prison. It's been shown in several episodes. Like, it's just
Yeah.
in the background, but it's still there.
Here's my question: if they try to localize Death Ryuger, will they call him Destroy Ryuger or or Dino Destroyer or something like that?
Destroy
No,
They
it's
can't
Ranger.
Power Ranger Talon.
Yeah, he's just gonna be called like the Talon Ranger or something.
He's the Talon Ranger because you can naturally get his charger already in the default gun.
Yeah, people have like quote unquote hacked
That's
it.
upsetting.
I was
Yeah.
able to hack it by putting a AA battery in the gun. I wish I was joking, but I'm not.
Things they don't want you to know.
I put a battery in one way, and I got the Death Ryuger. Put it in the other way, and I got the motorcycle.
Toy hacks that Saban doesn't want you to know about it. Toy reviewers hate it.
Yeah.
But yeah. All I can say is whatever they're gonna do with Heckle, it's gonna be interesting.
Yep.
It's still kind of a dumb name.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like, a combination of Jekyll and Hyde, so possibly, I'm not sure.
Okay, less dumb name.
Yeah.
Still dumb, less dumb than before.
And also the term heckling.
That is true.
You know what
I
I
was
just
thinking.
thought about?
Yeah.
One of the Super Dino Charge monster toys that we are getting is Neo Zeltrax.
Except they call him Snide for some reason.
Which means they might use it as a different monster altogether.
No,
Yeah, but
Zeltrax,
think
though.
about it like this: Dr. Heckle and Mr. Snide.
Oh,
Uh,
man.
Shut up.
Puns, and that was Grasping at Straws by the Noble 117.
I can
You're all
see
weak, folks.
I can see them doing that, honestly, but at the same time, that's a stretch.
Because
Yeah.
didn't he have like lightning powers in Dino Thunder?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, but all of them did. It was Kalish season.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah. A lot of villains had lightning powers back then.
How many villains shouted fire needlessly and just shot behind everybody?
Yeah.
I think that was mostly the Rangers doing it.
I was
Screaming.
both. I remember the Fear Cats distinctly yelling it and then just shooting at everything but the Rangers.
Well,
No,
yeah, that's
Operation-
because every Power Ranger villain has Stormtrooper aim.
So what you're telling me is their lightning is mismanufactured blasters.
Yeah.
Or just shitty training.
Mismanufactured Kaijin powers. Sorry, the sights on my hand lightning is slightly off today.
They say lightning never strikes the same place twice, but it sure is hitting everywhere but you right now.
It never strikes the same place once, apparently.
But yeah, so eventually they lose the purple
sorry.
lantern gem, and Sledge gets this weird thing that looks kind of like a grenade launcher.
It's his gun.
Yeah, but it kind of looks like a grenade launcher.
It does, that is true, but at the same time...
Because it has like that round like barrel thing like grenade launchers have.
Couldn't it be
Yeah.
both?
And he uses it to essentially bitch slap the fuck out of Heckle.
Yeah, that was a cool scene. The two of them, like, firing at each other.
They do the end of the last Harry Potter movie.
That's great.
Let's have our laser blast attack each other. Now
we
mine's
miss everything.
powerful. Ha ha.
Just to go back to the Kalish era thing for a second, he reminded me of something that I'll never ever forget that just embodies that era to me. 2 words: laser pellets.
Oh god, no.
Oh, I remember.
Why you gotta bring that up, man?
Never
Nah, I
forget
remember
the
that.
Laser pellets.
You caught the laser pellets with one hand, the what?
Excuse me?
It's like, wait, lasers are made of physical light. How are they a physical object?
Yeah. First of all, how can you turn them into a pellet? Second of all, how can you catch them?
How did I
light.
catch pure light?
How do you catch energy?
Because Omega Ranger Force from the future.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's a fun artifact from an old era.
Oh, God.
Blast from the past or the
Even when I was a
future, depending
kid
on where you're
watching
looking
that
at it.
for the Even when I was a kid watching that for the first time, just like, okay, that's bullshit.
Okay, no, shut up.
Yeah.
The whole Mega Ranger thing was stupid, let's be honest
Yeah.
here.
The head writer has gone on record saying that, yeah, the Omega Ranger was a mistake.
It was a bad idea. Well, here's
Yeah.
here's the thing. The Sentai has a faceless ranger. He's called Shurikanger, and he's hilarious.
Yeah. The whole reason that Omega Ranger was a ball of light was because they didn't know if they could afford a sixth actor.
Oh, I'm aware, and that's
Yeah.
sad.
But
Yeah.
wait, a sixth actor, yet they've got Shadow Ranger, they've got Cat Boom
Yeah.
on the
They don't count
cast.
as actors. It's a dog suit, which is
Yeah,
somehow
that is
less
the thing that-
expensive than
Because
CG.
voice actors cost a lot less than
Oh
regular
god,
actors.
it's true though.
That is something, though, that they could have done. They could have totally had Boom become the Omega Ranger. He's already in the show every episode. And he's stated several times that he wanted to be a Power Ranger to the fact
He
that
was
he had a
the
dream
Orange
about
Ranger.
it.
No, but he's got to be the kid insert character though. Let the other kid be a ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to dinosaurs.
So Zoo Ranger.
Yeah, let's talk about Zoo Ranger. Have any of you guys bought the DVD set? I haven't.
I
Nope.
have actually. It was
Oh.
a gift from my fiance.
I've always been meaning to get around to it. More specifically, I've been actually kind of wanting the Die Ranger set because I've really wanted to see Die Ranger.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Die Ranger. It doesn't strike me with the same interest. Probably the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Does it have dinosaurs? Nah, forget it.
But doesn't it have dragons?
It does
Right?
have
It has
dragon.
dragons.
It does have dragons. It has two
And
dragons.
it has a little kid who uses the Force to lift girls' skirts.
It has a little kid who's a future who's a future sex offender.
Oh. Did not know
Both.
that.
Weren't both kids pretty much like that?
Moving right along.
So yeah, the monster this week was the Wish monster from Kyoryuger.
I'm trying to remember if they actually used him that way in Kyoryuger.
They
I don't
did.
remember. Actually, yeah, now I think about it, it was like one of those weird festival things.
Yeah, and then the MacGuffin of the Kyoryuger episode was, "I wish you were defeated."
So wait, it turned into a Dino episode? What is your wish?
Sure, something like that.
But yeah, so in America, or in Dino Charge, everyone asks for stupid things
Coda wished for a burger.
and
Because
instantly got
Sounds
it.
about
Even
right.
though you work in a burger shop.
But
Well,
Coda
I
though.
mean,
Yeah, I
Coda
know.
caveman hungry.
He works off very basic instincts as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every single
Chase-
wish goes
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, Chase wished for a piece of ass and got that.
Which, I had a note for that. It's like the dialogue between him and that girl. I'm like, who talks like this?
You mean that really bland? Oh, is that a
New
bird
Zealanders?
on your skateboard? Yes, it
New
is.
Zealanders, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, they both had the accent, so sure, why not?
Well,
I think
they're
they even
all
made
in New Zealand, so I mean, maybe
Mhm.
everyone talks like that, and it's normal for the writing staff.
Yeah. Then
Weird.
Ivan wanted to help a damsel in distress.
Because he's a knight.
What
yeah,
a
which at
noble
first when he said that, I
creature.
thought, oh, is he gonna help Kendall figure out that she's the person? Nope. Fuck.
The girl just falls off a ladder into his arms.
And then
Heroic.
and then he does the most "I was born and raised back in the day" kind of thing of, okay, I saved you. Can you go do this now?
His line was literally, "You made my wish come true. Now can you kindly go scrub the grill?" I laughed so hard when I heard that. It was funny.
Yeah. Then Shelby wanted to go on a date with Tyler. That went south really fast.
But you just get more shipping fodder.
Yeah. And then
Why-
Tyler
Why
wanted to
Tank's
see
gotta be
his
girls,
dad.
though?
At least he had more build up than Daigo and Amy.
Yeah.
True enough, yeah. And I like how even Kendall comments on that, because she's sitting there talking with Ivan right before Ivan has his little moment, and Ivan says that Shelby's alone with Tyler on a picnic, and Kendall's just like, "Oh, I bet that's what she wished for."
Mhm.
Pretty much every other Ranger can see the
But-
connection, except for frickin' Tyler.
Well, he's a Red
Stupid
Ranger.
Red Ranger.
Because tropes.
Well, Shelby even accidentally says, them being out on a date, and he's like, "A date?"
Okay, there's
Yeah.
blind, and then there's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Then
Tyler
There's
is at
dropping
least...
hints of playing for the other team.
Well, I think Tyler's a little bit more attentive about it than Daigo was, because Daigo was just flat out stupid about it.
that's because Daigo wanted that purple.
But Daigo's a Red Sentai hero. They're always stupid.
To
They're
a
always
degree.
shonen anime levels of dumb.
Yeah.
That is true. I mean, hell, we did nickname the current Red Ninja Bakaharu, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like, oh, better rush into a fight. I'm a Red Ranger.
Yeah. Remember when the Sentai shows used to be about teamwork and not about the Red Ranger?
There was an era where this existed.
Yes.
Was it Showa? Was it the Showa era?
Pretty much pre-Go Busters, around there.
Remember when the Red
That's
Ranger
rough.
didn't pilot every single Megazord by himself?
That existed?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I'm asking.
Well, what is this?
That was-
Like in Gokaiger, all of the Senshi got somewhat equal development. Sure, a lot of the plot points did focus on Red, but they all got equal development in screen time.
No, but
Yeah.
a lot of the plot points focused on other Reds.
Yeah.
Is what I want to point out. Yeah, they were red, but it's red from like 20 years ago. That's cool.
Not all of them were red. There was a lot of red, yeah, but there wasn't.
No, but like Goshi showed up in those guys, but like.
Yeah. Like Takeru's dad showed up.
Ah.
Recycling actors, haha!
Haha.
A time-honored Toei tradition.
A time-honored
so,
tradition from small countries
Tyler's
Yeah.
what he wanted to.
There's only so many actors.
in Britain.
Yep.
But yeah, Tyler's wish was he wanted to see his dad, which
He
par
kind
for
of
the
did.
course of this so far, it's going to end up going south. So he's sprinting like, Dad, what the hell are you doing? Why are you running away from me? Dad! And the monster cuts him off. And right there, as I'm watching this, I'm like, you done fucked up. He's been looking for his dad for the entire season.
Oh,
You
God, is
are
this
a
VR
dead
Troopers?
man standing.
That is actually has been a very running gag for other podcasts, basically calling Tyler the new Ryan Steele.
Tyler Steele is the name of his father. Putting that out there. Putting that out there.
If his dad's name is Ryan, that's going to be hilarious.
Well, let's see. Let's wait and find out.
The entire
Even if
time
it's
I'm
coincidence,
thinking,
I'm okay with that.
the entire time I was watching this episode, though, when he's running after his dad, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking, chase the dragon, Tyler. Contract the dragon.
Oh my gosh, really?
Do it.
Do it.
Let the advent
Feed into
flow
the
through
dark side.
Let
Oh.
the vent flow through you.
Of course, it's funny you make that comparison, but Kit's last name is Taylor, which is pretty close to Tyler. But that's a stretch.
It's also Saban Riders. They seem to recycle names pretty often.
Yeah.
I'm looking
But-
at Ivar from Mystic Knights and Ivar from friggin' VR Troopers. Not 2 years apart were those two characters created.
Oh, Mystic Knights. I haven't seen that show in forever.
I'm watching it now. It's alright.
But yeah,
I
like,
used to-
the second that monster stepped in between Tyler and his dad, I was like, if
No,
this
Dad,
was
don't.
next season, you would have got Carnival the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, these I kind of wonder why his dad ran off.
I think it's because he's doing research and he's going to end up being Kiryu Silver.
That'd be
Well, if they're gonna borrow that from Kyoryuger, I could see that. Yeah.
I mean, they borrowed a lot of other things.
Saban
True.
borrows a lot of ideas. It's not a bad
Just-
thing. Sometimes.
I don't care as long as Ramirez gets to be the Aqua Ranger.
Yes.
Make his actor the Aqua Ranger. Do it, Saban.
Because,
Well,
I mean, there is a male Aqua Ranger and a female.
Which is kind of curious.
Interesting. Are they both of husky builds?
No, the female one is very slender, and then the dude one I don't know, because the only thing we've seen of it is a figure, and it's 5-inch Power Rangers. Everyone looks like they're on steroids galore.
Yeah, but that means all the women are always slim. So is the woman gonna be large until she morphs? That seems to be the way with all the male Rangers. I don't see why it's not different with the women.
I don't know, because we
The
haven't seen
morphing grid
anything
is
about
very
them
slimming.
Yep.
The morphing grid takes off 10 pounds.
I lost
It's
10
almost like
pounds.
you wear
today.
nothing at all.
I lost 10 pounds thanks to morphing.
That sounds messed up.
Endorsed by Zordon.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Super stupid, sexy Tyler.
Stupid sexy Rangers.
Okay.
So I kind of hope Tyler's dad becomes the Silver Ranger, and I really hope we get to see Torin's sword at least once in the damn show.
I want to see if they actually use the Tauren suit at all.
That'd be interesting.
Like maybe.
Maybe Keeper's just secretly a Pokemon and he evolves into Tauren.
You know what?
E.T.
You know what
now
I just
becomes
realized?
Birdman.
Yep.
That I just totally overlooked.
What?
What's Torin's base colors?
Maybe.
Blue.
Blue,
And-
red, white.
Blue and red.
Yeah.
Do you think that because of Heckle's collar thing, if he's not, of course, Talon Ranger, do you think maybe his most likely all-out monster form would be Tauren for like a final battle scene kind of thing?
That'd be interesting.
I could see that being possible, but the other possibility is he could be Candlehead Endorf, because he was red and blue too.
I
Except for-
really don't. I really hope it's not Endorf, just because if they do Endorf, are they going to take him out the same way they took out the other guys with like the whole Fury doing the Iron Man 3 chucking onto the dude?
Well, the thing is, his Fury doesn't have that, like, in this. Though gold was armor in Kyoryuger, but here, that has never been established at all, that he's got that ability.
Right, he just happened to absorb the Gold Ranger.
So, my guess is probably not. Whatever fight scene that... If they use Endorf, whatever end battle he's going to have, it probably will be original footage, because I don't think they're going to have Fury suddenly explode and Kerchuk onto him like he did in Kyoryuger.
That'd be a cool thing to see, though.
It would be cool at the same time, but then it'd also kind of like come out of nowhere, because...
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time they've done that.
True. I mean, you got the Zords coming out of nowhere in this series. It's not explained at all where these things came from.
No,
Right.
you're asking too many questions. It's a kid show. Whoosh.
There is something, though, that I just thought about that would have been kind of cool for the Kyoryuger line if they did action figures. Because you know how Kabuto had, like, the cast-off thing?
Yeah.
What if
there's
Kyoryu Gold was like that, but you could chuck down the Do Gold armor, and then it, like, exploded off?
That'd be kind of cool.
That would have been kind of cool, yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But
And then
this is
they did it
Japan.
with-
They don't make action figures. They make those crappy vinyls.
Yeah, and then for Kamen Rider, they make action figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is up with that? Why is Sentai so
I'm
ignored?
I think they actually made action figures for Ninja.
They did, and they look like Power Ranger 5-inch action figures.
That's sad.
No, to the point where they're super buff and they have the exact same articulation, and they
It's
come
almost
with
as if
crappy...
they borrowed the mold.
It
Whoops.
looks like they did.
Why would you do that?
Bandai Japan just slipping a note over to Bandai America. It's like, hey, can we borrow some molds, guys? Please?
I want to see if this works.
And it's even
South.
worse because they only made 3 of the Rangers.
Oh, come on.
Let me
Yeah,
guess.
they only made red, blue, and yellow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about to say.
Oh, hold on a second. They only made the guys?
Yeah.
How very surprising. It's only like molds for guys only exist.
Yeah. Well, it was too fragile to send the female mold because it's just as thin as a toothpick.
What's that? Body image is negative? Never mind.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, should we open our eyes to some Faiz?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, pretty much. Overall, Dino Charge, good episode. Hopefully the finale will
Be better.
just as... Yeah,
Or shed some more light on certain characters, hopefully.
yeah.
Because
Unfortunately, we
I
have
really
to...
like Heckle as much of a B-rated human villain as he is. Like, I forget her name from RPM.
Tanaya.
Tanaya.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, she's probably going to be important to the plot, but you're not going to see anything really about her outside of the show. Like, you're not going to get a Heckle action figure. You know that.
Yeah, probably not. or at
Unless he
least-
has a monster form.
Then you
Yeah.
get Monster Heckle.
Or
Yeah,
Dr. Heckle and Mr. Snide.
Ah, jeez.
Is that the name of the episode?
You got to push that theory, don't you?
No. No,
Yeah.
actually, I'd like it better if he was Escape.
Yeah.
Why... Wait, escape as in you want him to be the chick.
Or Enter.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Hey,
You kept
I
saying
haven't watched
Escape.
Go Busters full through yet, okay?
There's a lot of things you haven't seen pull
Maybe
through.
he just likes some weird stuff, man. Who are you to judge?
I get
He wants
confused with the
Heckle in a
names.
corset.
They both start with an E, okay?
He
And
wants
they're both
Heckle
on
in
a
a corset,
keyboard.
dude. Kissing guns in a silver corset. That's Heckle.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The guy, it looks like he would be a doctor for like Doctor Who.
Yeah, he does
He's
kind
a
of have that
good-looking
look.
guy.
He looks like what a doctor would be if he wore steampunk goggles.
They already do.
Okay.
Well,
He looks like a
technically that
Digimon trainer.
would- Oh, jeez.
Oh gosh.
Davis, what happened?
The ultimate crossover. Power Rangers. Digimon.
On the Fox box.
Which is kind of sad that you say the Fox box, considering neither of those shows were on the Fox box. What I remember.
Ah, crap, you're right.
They had Ultraman Tiga on the Fox box instead.
I've still got to find that and torture myself with it.
There's some episodes loose on YouTube. I don't.
Yeah, but I
My
need
first-
the full thing so I can tear it to shreds.
What am
If the full thing existed anywhere, let me know. I want to actually watch that.
be as big as Pokemon?
Oh, God.
There's an
I've been told
actual
half the
line
script.
from an episode.
I know. I've been told half the script is bad references to their own material and fart jokes.
I remember there was a scene in, like, I think an airplane's like something's going on, and it's like, and someone's deodorant has just failed, or just given out. And it's like, who the fuck wrote this crap?
Same people who wrote Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad?
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad.
What about Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly?
Oh, God, someone
I
remembers
can't
that.
even say the name.
That I would believe.
Let it never be said. It's like Beetlejuice. Say it 3 times, it appears again on your monitor.
Samurai Human Cyber Squad at least had Tim Curry as,
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
as the bad guy.
Everything is automatically better with Tim Curry.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so Faiz.
Yeah, let's actually get back into...
Let's talk to some fun shit.
Yes,
Yes.
let's watch some brutal murder.
It's just the start of the episode, too.
Yeah, we get the recap of Kiba killing the one guy.
Killing that asshole.
Yep.
But he's
I do
not
like-
dead yet.
No, I did like how after Kiba is done with that and changes back, he realized he just screwed up bad, and of course my note is zombie when the dude opened his eyes.
Oh,
For the
yeah.
next 5s.
Sure.
I feel like you saying zombie is just going to be the quote for every single episode, it feels like.
Well, hold on.
'Cause that does accurately
Orphanox
summarize
are
the show.
zombies. Wait a minute. We've got a pinch here.
Uh,
It's almost like their killing creates more of them. Like zombies.
Yeah.
well, most of the time.
It's almost
Well,
like destroying
yeah,
them, you have to hit a certain spot.
With a kick of some sort.
Or some sort of weapon.
Some sort
Perhaps-
of laser drill. if you will.
Perhaps some kind of energy or tool is required to do so. Perhaps a belt-like object.
Oh, if only there were one of those.
Maybe it could use something that was an everyday item. Like a
It's just a
cell phone.
laser pointer.
Or a camera.
Or hell,
Or a
Yes.
suitcase.
You guys are having way too much fun with this right now.
That's why I'm here.
or a watch.
I just remember most of the Orphanaut kills involved tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down
Man.
the throat, too.
And
Yeah, we had that conversation last time. It's like either it's down the throat or the other side of it. Either way, that's gotta hurt.
Like, Kiba's got some of the cleanest Orphanaut kills out there, and it's just
Yeah.
a sword to the heart. Which
Yeah,
is fucking awesome, by the way. It's brutal
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah, not
Every-
only that though, it's not even like slow. It's like his sword must be like sharper than a goddamn diamond because it just like sticks in like he threw a dart.
yeah.
Like you don't even see like the struggle of pushing it in. It's just like I'm in, I'm out.
Well, maybe that's just how strong he is. He's so strong and just bam, in there.
yeah.
Also,
Must be
he's
like-
very accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
I
the
like to
same
think they
spot
just have
every
like
time.
X-ray vision.
Mm,
Yeah, the X-ray
could
effect
be
is
possible.
pretty cool.
Maybe you can see with the powers of a horse. How good
Where
can
does the-
horses see?
We
I
we
don't
made
know.
a joke about that last week.
Well,
About
we can't-
how
Yeah, horse gave him the power to hear like 3 blocks.
We're
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
like solid walls and stuff.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I made a reference that I shouldn't know because I haven't watched the series yet.
Well, horses have very good hearing, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yes, but not extremely awesome hearing like certain canid animals.
I think the word you're looking for is canine.
Canid is
Works
a
too. It's a genus.
Oh, okay.
thank
I
you.
did.
I'll
But
accept
why
the
are we
compliment.
talking about dogs? There's a horse in front of us and an elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. Just
Know
big
anything
old
about that?
elephant.
Quick, hide in
When
the
I-
van.
When I first
Quick,
saw it,
Jurassic
when I
Park.
first saw it in like the shadows, I was like, "Is that supposed to be a cobra?"
No.
Nope.
Then
No,
I saw it in
wish
the
was
light, and I
that
was
cool.
like, "No, that's not a cobra. That's an elephant.
That's an elephant
A
with a cobra.
very ugly elephant."
Yep.
Well, how are you
Also-
supposed to make it? I mean, I don't think you can possibly make an elephant kaijin look good.
They've done it before.
Gamel.
True. True.
Gamel and the elephant Jack monster from Blade.
Oh yeah.
He was pretty cool. But yeah,
Dumbo.
elephants are just hard to work with.
Yeah.
They're so weird,
And stubborn.
and they don't remember much,
Yeah.
Yep.
And they
What?
hate really small things.
and they like to stomp on people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
especially
cars.
when it's especially when it's a
Especially
final attack.
cars.
No, seriously though, what kind of Jurassic Park shit was that? It's like, oh no, there's like a 20-ton animal after me. I'm gonna hide in this easily flippable vehicle.
Yeah, that was not
In
exactly
this
smart.
box span.
That was not very smart thinking on Mari's part.
The entire time
I'm just
I watched
impressed
that
she was
scene,
able to outrun it.
That's an elephant. They actually no, elephants run pretty damn fast. Come to think
Yeah,
of it.
the entire
Yeah.
time I was watching that scene, in the back of my head, all I was going was. "Da-na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na."
Oh jeez,
And how does Faiz kill this elephant beast?
with a laser pointer.
With a laser pointer. And the best
Yeah.
rider kick in the series, in the
That's a great rider kick.
franchise, in my opinion.
It's really up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
And it also begins the trend of Faiz getting all of his upgrades by either being thrown or given to him.
Oh yeah, for real. Well, what is
Yeah.
it? He gets the Excel watch by literally slapping him in the face.
Yeah.
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah.
I also want to point out, on the note of suit actors that we were talking about earlier, can I just point out that no other suit actor is actually able to accurately replicate Faiz's mannerisms to
Huh.
date?
Really?
I've noticed it. Well, it's really
no
the
one
wrist
can-
flick. It's really the wrist flick and like the hunch on the knee pose that he does.
Yeah.
Because it looks so natural in the original series, and the flick from in the original shows from the wrist, everyone else has done it from the shoulder. So instead of like just
Yeah.
like a subtle flick from the wrist, it's a full arm extension.
I always did find it interesting that was something he just did. He just like
Yeah,
flicks his
it's those
wrist and
kind of
stuff.
it's those kind of ticks that give the character personality while in suit.
They use it really well in this one later on to actually let you know who's using the gear, and I love
Yeah.
it. I love it to death.
Yeah.
But
Will you come back after you love it to death?
I don't know. Is it an icon or an orphanok? Is it gonna try and kill me or give me power, or both?
Maybe that's how they get the Yoshinomori icon.
It was
Kamen
an
Rider
orphanok.
Guy must perish.
They had to kill him once so he could come back with more power. Oh wait, can we talk about Smart Lady for a second? Because my
yeah,
God,
Smart
she is
Lady.
terrifying.
She is
Yeah.
weird. That was
She's
my note.
terrifying, but oddly attractive.
And the creepiest, in my opinion, the creepiest thing about her is we never really figure out what she is.
She's clearly an orphanok. I'm going to say that for a fact. She works.
Yeah,
for
but
Smart Lady.
that's the thing, we don't know.
They don't tell you, but it's very much implied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
and
also love.
they don't even show her orphanok form in the entire show, though.
It's not even in the
probably
movie.
be a butterfly.
Considering
Yeah,
she hangs around
It's
butterflies,
theorized it's a butterfly.
Yeah.
that would make sense.
But what, like, she's so creepy though, because she's like she's the bubbly little cute girl, but she's like, go out and murder people for
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's also funny considering that's the same actress from the that played that one reporter chick in the Ryuki.
Oh,
The
yeah,
one that
yeah.
was like stuck on the computer all the time.
Oh God, that's her.
I believe so, yeah.
I've got to see this. Hold on.
Everything you're saying right now about her is just making me like her more and more. Go out and kill millions of people. Okay.
On your computer.
Yeah.
And I should probably bring up the reason that all of like Faiz and the Faiz Rider gear is household objects is because it looks like actual objects that Smart Brain sells as a company.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
love how those every time they show the advertisements, you can see like there's the Fi's phone there's the camera, there's the motorcycle.
Yeah,
He's
Which-
just running around with weaponized versions of these things.
yeah. Which I
Okay,
always
I
thought was
can now
really neat.
I can now confirm that the Ryuki Faiz thing is absolutely correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
same actress.
Same
It's just-
actress. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done it before.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Toshiki Inoue. He loves to reuse actors.
What is it? Naomi from Agito is the coffee lady from Deno,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is weird because the age gap.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that was a good what?
5 years.
Yeah.
No, 6
Well,
years.
didn't you say one of the main chicks in Fives is in Kiva?
Yeah, Mari plays Mio in Kiva.
Yep.
Which is funny considering I watched Kiva first and then I watched Fi's and I didn't recognize her.
Well, what is it? The guy who plays Zenki also plays Jiro,
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
and then he plays another character called Wataru in Garo, who also turns into a very large blue wolf who wields a sword.
Can we talk about
Named
the
Baron.
amalgamation of a reference that is?
Did I mention the character's name is Baron?
Just doesn't
Oh
end.
my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So his character's name in that is Wataru.
He turns into a knight called Baron.
He turns into a knight called Baron that is symbolized as a big blue monster with a sword.
Big blue wolf with a sword.
Oh man.
It doesn't end, does it? And it's played by an ex-Kamen Rider. Actually,
It would be amazing if, one of his secondary weapons was a guitar. Or if he played guitar on the regular, make the trifecta full.
that would be pretty awesome. Oh, did I mention all of this was done before he got his part in Kiva?
Oh, that is interesting. I haven't
Toku-
seen any of
Toku lore is long and deep, and a scary place if you look too much.
Just like the internet.
Ugh.
Speaking of guitars and music, we actually got the theme song this episode, which
Yep.
we mentioned last episode, but we didn't actually talk about.
The theme song's really good.
Yeah, Faiz's entire soundtrack is really good.
Except
We also
when
got
they
to
start-
hear. We also
except
got
when
to
they start
hear.
blurting out the N-word. What? Nobody picked up on that? It's gonna come up later.
I'm just trying to process what you said because that was a cough. The two of you were talking at the same time, so I missed that.
I heard what he said very clearly, and I'm trying to think of what he's talking about.
There's a good couple of scenes in Faiz, which might I remind you has a black guy in the cast where the
Oh.
N-word's used in hip hop.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're
right.
talking about now. That guy.
More to look forward to.
I forgot they actually threw that in there.
Yep, that's
Yes.
a bit of oops.
We also got to hear Dead or Alive in this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Insert song, second episode.
Yeah.
It's a
How?
good one.
Yeah,
How
it's
long
one of
does
my
it
favorite
take for
songs
that?
in the series.
Yeah. Whereas, like, how long does it take for insert songs to show up nowadays?
A few
Wild.
episodes at least.
I mean, frickin' Drive didn't even do much with their insert songs, and they had at least 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
They
like
pissed off the guy who made them.
Yeah. I think they used Mock's theme like twice.
Yeah, I think Mock's theme got the most usage out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Well,
Full Throttle.
I mean,
Full
they didn't
Throttle
wanna-
only got used like twice.
They didn't want to make Kamen Rider Eternal / Kamen Rider Yango mad.
They used Yango's theme for the end credits of Yango's special, which is very good because it's kind of haunting, and that scenario is
Yeah.
really messed
and,
up.
And let's not forget to ask who's that guy.
Yeah, that tune is amazing.
That was good.
Yeah. Drive did have a really good soundtrack. I just wish they used it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
lack of that in Faiz, because next one is what? People with no name?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I love that
people-
track.
So good.
I love the little guitar thing that they play. Like the way at the one scene in this episode where Takumi and Mari are just hanging out like near the beach or something, and there's a
Oh, you mean that super amazing scene of blowing on some tea?
no, it was a different one, but just that little guitar. I'm not really sure how to describe it because I'm not good with music, but
It was like country twang, wasn't it?
yeah, that
Yeah.
the little country guitar twang that they had, and it's like I love it whenever they use that.
Yeah, I love that there's like a good 2 minutes of him just sitting there blowing on some tea, just like
Yeah, because we find out that Takumi is an Ekojita,
yeah.
which is just kind of a sort of Japanese slang term, meaning
For
someone who
wimp.
can't really what?
For
For
wimp.
a pussy.
Yeah, for someone
Yeah.
who can't really handle hot food.
Uh,
It literally translates to cat-tongued.
Pretty much, yeah.
They play it up
So
later.
I was
It's
right.
really good.
Yeah, pretty much something like that. Also, Mari is a complete bitch in this episode.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's
She's like, you have to protect me. No,
Why?
he technically doesn't have to do anything for you.
No, I just wanted my bag, and you do
You
not
just
have
wanted
my
his bag. He has it. He can leave now.
I just want my colorful underwear back.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
I just want my very.
Edgy
I
learn
just want
from
my
the best.
flash undies back.
yeah, it's,
You're
Mari's
out
trying to get-
real quick.
yeah. Mari tries to get him to stick around, and she's just being a total ass to him. It's like that is not how you get a guy to stick around. You want him to stick around? Give him a blowjob or something.
Oh,
Jeez.
jeez.
Wow, that went a lot downhill faster than I thought that was gonna go.
So
That
Kisaka's
was my-
gonna come up, right?
That was my thought when I was watching it. It's like you want him to stick around? Give him a reason.
Yeah, I was thinking you were
Neil,
gonna say
bitch.
that, and then one of us was gonna make the blowjob joke.
It's like Neil, bitch. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now.
Kneel
my-
before Zod.
Jeez.
If anything I've said has
Deal
offended you,
before
feel free.
Faiz.
Sure.
Uh,
I don't know.
What I love is like, in retrospect, Faiz is very rational about this. Here's this superpower. You got to protect me from stuff. Why? No, leave me alone.
I
yeah.
also love the fact that Takumi goes through this whole thing of sees a monster, transforms, fights him, and then afterwards he doesn't flip out or ask questions or anything. He just
There was
wants
a-
to go find his bag.
There's a very rational reason for that, and I can't get into it right now.
Well, I know what it is too. Obviously, I have seen this
Yes, but I
show.
don't want to get into it right now.
I
You
think
spun-
I know. I know the reason. I haven't seen the show, but I know the reason.
I just love that his reaction when she's like, "Aren't you surprised?" He's like, "Yes, of course, very surprised.
I just don't really care right now.
Oh
I'm
my
going
God.
back.
Look at the shock on my face. Can you
Yep.
see it?"
One of my favorite things that happened in this episode was during the fight against the elephant Orphanok. Takumi uses his sidekick that he used to kill the Orphanok last episode, and he just kicks him into some box. It's just like, oh, okay, I used that. He's dead. And just walks away.
Yeah, well,
It worked on the
like
last
it worked.
one, so why wouldn't it work on this one?
Yeah, I was really waiting for him to start to just unhension, and then it's just he just unhensions, and it's just like, fuck, he's not dead, is he?
Just gets punked.
Yeah.
Or Veronica just comes out of the boxes, just bitch slaps him in the back of the head.
Speaking of
Yeah.
henching, this was the first time we got to see Takumi do a full henshin.
Yeah,
last-
by himself, mind you.
Yep.
Speaking
And
of
I-
the whole blowjob joke earlier, do you think while he's getting it, all you hear is standing by, and then when it's done, he goes complete?
Ah.
So,
Oh.
Charge.
Ah.
oh wait.
What door have I opened?
A
Wait,
dark
you didn't
and
open any
deep door,
door.
my friend.
Oh,
The
man.
contract is complete.
Kea Kanyo.
Eyes blasting into the action.
So, we get introduced to a new Faiz item.
Yeah, we get the Faiz pointer, which allows him to do his rider kick. And speaking of Faiz in general, we didn't really talk about what we thought of his suit last episode.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
I love it.
perfect. It's based on, for those who don't know, it's based on the Greek letter phi. So get it, Faiz, huh?
And supposedly the motif is a shark because of the
Oh,
fins
it's
on his head.
Firefly. Shut up.
It's a firefly and a shark. I'm gonna put that.
I think it's supposed to be a shark because like the mouth plate looks like teeth.
And then
It's
he has the
both.
two little fins.
Yeah, I will forever say it's a Firefly.
Where did that whole thing about it being a shark even come from? Was that like one of the decade
movies.
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
I remember. It was a Decade Net movie. They mentioned
So would you
it.
say that his design is a Fireflies?
Oh.
Boo!
I
don't care. I'm used to that.
Get off the stage.
I just
Yeah.
the theme song played this episode actually brought back a lot of nostalgia for me because
Same.
yeah, the theme song was one of the first things I saw when I started. Like I just saw a rip of it on YouTube, like back in like 2009, when I first found out what Kamen Rider was. So it brought back like a lot of nostalgia for me.
Good place to start.
Sadly, I can't really say that because I just heard the theme song like a week ago when I downloaded the Rider Chips. When I downloaded the Rider Chips CDs.
Yeah, you need the visuals to go with it. It's such a
Yeah.
gorgeous song, and just the editing on it's great.
Yep.
This was also back during when they used to show clips from the episodes in the middle of the intros, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
it really exceeded my expectations.
Were you really charged up for it?
Oh my god.
I was wondering if...
See, now I'm not the only one with the bad puns.
Hey, it
Don't
needed
you
to
start
be
up with
complete.
this.
It needed to be complete.
Don't you guys start up with this.
And when I'm editing later, I'm going to be hearing all this again, just going, oh my gosh.
And next on stage is, I forget the name of the musician with Shot Through the Heart.
Of course, we've been talking about all the stuff that's been going on with Takumi and Mari, but Kiba's storyline is also still rolling around.
Yeah, the more I'm watching this, the more I feel even worse for watching this because he's dead.
Especially considering this episode he tries to kill himself again by
Yeah.
falling off a building.
Oh, it's a little grim.
Yeah. It's just hitting a little too close there. Like, obviously, they couldn't have known, but...
That was like that was over 10 years ago.
Yeah,
It
that was over
impossible
10
to
years
know.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for the people that watched the 2 episodes of Faiz, like, literally the day after he died.
Or, like, the day of.
Yeah, it's like...
Oh, that would have been awful.
Oh man, this poor guy. Like in episode 1, he died and came back. Then episode 2, he jumped off a bridge. Hey, that guy from that show you're watching just died. What?
Oh, nyang, nyang, nyang.
Yeah, no, that'd be horrible.
He was such a good actor too. Like that bit
Yeah.
where he's chasing like the memory of him and the girl on the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was intense.
Like,
Of course,
oh
that-
my god.
It only gets
Of course,
worse from here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And of course that bitch was, you know,
Yeah.
trying to
she
manipulate
was
him
losing.
again.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he got what
Yeah.
he deserved.
Just
I love
blames
the
the
whole-
murder on him, even though it was his fault.
Well,
but she
I
could
mean,
have known
she
that.
wasn't wrong.
Yeah,
I
but there's
know.
no way she could have known that. She just kind of blamed it on the first person she saw.
She
Well-
panicked because they thought it was her.
Well, what's
Yeah.
even worse about it is the fact that she's sitting there talking to him, like, as if, like, trying to, you know, get back on his good side so he'll...
I want you back.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. And then the cops show up and she immediately points at him. It's like, wow, really?
I'd like to think that her character is supposed to be like a sociopath, and that's why.
Well, her fiance was put in the hospital, and the first thing she did was cut and run.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty accurate.
But she got what she deserved, because he killed her.
Yeah, she got a knife through the heart.
And
Yep.
you're too late.
You give
Because
love.
she gave love a bad name.
How many lyrics can you guys go through before it stops being relevant?
No, but what I love about it is like he murders someone, and then immediately smart ladies behind him just going like, "Yes, good,
Good.
The hate flows."
Oh god. So
I'm gonna have to.
so
I'm gonna have to work some kind of Star Wars pun into the title.
Star Wars Episode 8, let the hate flow through you.
And who feels the dark side?
We will reveal ourselves as the Dark Fox.
Open your eyes to the dark side.
I may have to go with that. That's a good one.
Let the smart brain flow through you.
So
It's a
cute.
shame we can't make any Schwarzenegger puns this week.
Oh my gosh.
The elephant looks like him a bit.
Speaking of that, there was this one note I had, which was Mari runs into him while he's just sitting on the road, like he's waiting for her. And it's like, has he just been there the whole time waiting for her?
Probably didn't seem like he had much to do, except kill cops.
Yeah, you know, I mean, be shirtless and kill cops.
I'm just like, how did he even know she was going to come down that way?
I just realized something. He was he was shirtless on a motorcycle. That must not be comfortable.
Well, I
I can
mean, he
imagine how
had
much
that jacket on, and then he pulled like a I'm a Mortal Kombat enemy and just like takes off his jacket all like a badass, and then murders things.
Yeah, except he was a scrub.
Well, yeah, because he's an elephant, and elephants are assholes.
One thing I want to point out about the Orphanok designs is I've noticed like they're all really cool, but like they kind of mesh together eventually.
A little, yeah, because they're all
A
the
little.
same thing.
It's all the same color. That's the
It's
problem.
it's the color problem. They're not distinct like that.
I
Right,
feel
like
like
all
the-
the Mook Roid Mudes. They're
Yeah.
too bland, and they just start meshing together.
I feel like the ones that are memorable are the ones that are like, you know, the generals, the ones that you see more than one episode.
The
Yeah,
Checkmate
like the
4
horse.
and so on.
Yeah, the Checkmate 4 and so yeah.
Yeah, checkmate
Sure.
for the horse and knock.
The horse knock.
Kaido, Yuka, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one that stuck out for me is the Bat, who will show up later because he looks like a badass.
I cannot wait.
Oh yeah, that one's fun.
There's always a bat in the Kamen Rider.
Because that's
It's
the
always a
trope.
bat, a spider, or a cobra.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
Because
It's why Skull fought the spider and bat dopants in his thing.
that's
He's
right.
get it. First two monsters.
And-
Skullman.
No, there wasn't any of those in Gaim.
Well, Gaim was more anime than it was Kamen Rider.
Yeah, that is pretty true. It was pretty anime.
Gaim was Ryuki made Madoka, made Kamen Rider once more.
Yeah.
It lived, it died, it lived again.
They weren't
And
even
then
called-
has a million movies coming out.
And then became a god.
Yeah. I think in a rider battle, Gaim just wins by default because he's a demigod at this point.
I don't
Trying
even
to think
think
of
he's at the. I don't think he's even demi anymore. I think he's like full on god now.
He is full god at this point.
Yeah.
Speaking of oranges,
No,
just
somehow
another.
the Mega Hex ended up killing him. That I still don't understand.
The Mega Hex was demigod powerful? I don't know. Gods are weird in Japan.
Yeah.
Quote the no. Biff, I'm gonna quote the newest Batman versus Superman trailer. To kill a god, the devil must do it.
Devils are weird in Japan also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The devil is I absorb everything. I am the Borg. I am Brainiac. Except I suck.
Indeed. And speaking of oranges, just another random note. There's the one scene where Takumi and Mari are trying to get the gear back from the pawn shop owner because some asshole managed to steal the bag, which I have to say,
Again.
that whoever did that has some major balls considering they
He
were in a
stole that
police.
right outside of a police office.
Yeah, they're in a police parking lot
broad
and
daylight.
and he managed to swipe that, or whoever it was managed to swipe that.
Well, I mean, it's not like Takumi, I believe that's his name, strapped it on.
It
He
wasn't
just set
strapped
it
on at
there.
that point.
Well, even so, like I don't imagine the straps wouldn't be that hard to get off.
Guys, what if it was the cops? They were like, okay, we just gave this guy his bag back, and now we lost it again. Let's put it in the pawn shop. Just cops
Yeah.
being sick of this guy.
But yeah, anyway, back to my original point. They're talking to the pawn shop owner. He's just sitting there stuffing his face with some kind of citrus fruit, which looks
It's
like
a
oranges.
tangerine.
Yeah, they were oranges.
Either like
Oranges-
oranges, tangerines, or like clementines or something.
Or cuties, as they're called, which are like mini oranges, basically.
Whatever they were, I'm just like, this dude really likes those.
Let's make him eat an apple just to show he's an asshole.
That would have been funny, but nope, oranges.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah,
More preoccupied
some
with
kind
killing
of
his
citrus
damn
to
fruit
show that
than
he's
business.
an asshole.
Uh,
I mean, he's not wrong in his own like observations. Like, I bought it for money. I can't just give it away.
that is true.
He's
yeah.
not wrong. He's just kind of being a jerk about it because he's eating an orange.
You know, now that you mentioned that the trope in movies about the eating the apples thing, Weren't most of the assholes in Gaim the ones that got the Apple icons?
Yep.
Also, you just said Apple icons.
It's been a
Goddamn.
long week, goddammit.
The only person who used an apple that wasn't a total asshole was Kamuro.
And Idun.
And Idun.
What's that?
Well, I mean, they have assholes, so...
What?
Grasping at straws. Noble caster.
Okay, finally found a reason to do this. Dave! I love doing that gag. Anyway. Anyone else got any other things to talk about with this episode? My list is empty.
We still haven't seen the Autovajan yet, have we?
Nope.
Nope.
That's
No,
cool.
that's true.
And I love it because it's in a shot. It's just kind of chilling out next to... Mari's literally using it as a bike, and it's just kind of still chilling out there.
Yeah.
He gets the 5 shot next week, though. No, not next week. Next episode.
Yeah.
I'm just used to saying next week.
Well, next week for those listening. Cause...
Yeah.
Well,
Actually,
technically he always
I
had it.
more or less have a question.
Yeah. He uses it for the first time because, yeah.
Because
Yeah, there's one thing I do like with Faiz, now that you bring that up. He pretty much has all of his gear from the beginning. It's just paced out on how he uses it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
we also had to
my
buy
question
them
was
separately, so...
My question was going to be, how long is it until he gets all the things?
He
Quite a
doesn't
while.
get Blaster until episode 39.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
let me
forget.
rephrase that. How long until he gets all of his main form stuff?
He has all his main form stuff, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nothing
Using
he's-
them. Using
It's in
them.
the suitcase. I can't remember when he gets the Faiz edge. It's soonish.
I think it's the same episode Autovajan debuts.
I think so.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
And then I
Which
don't remember
has
what...
the Faiz edge has the lamest finisher name I've ever heard.
Which is?
Sparkle Cut.
Oh my god, really?
Yes, it is called the Sparkle Cut.
That's not the worst finisher name I've ever heard, it's just really lackluster.
Yeah.
It sounds like a stripper name.
I still say Snaking Death Break gets the cake.
Where's that one from?
That's Saga's finisher.
Okay, the one from Kiba?
The white guy from Kiba, yeah.
Okay,
the
yeah.
whip sword.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't like about that particular writer. Is his name is really close to the other one from Faiz. It's like Saiga and Saga.
Kaisa?
No, Saiga from the movie.
Yeah, Saiga. Yeah.
The other white asshole.
The one who speaks English.
I know. He's amazing.
I'm just ignoring all these random names you're dropping that sound like Faiz names.
What Faiz names? We're not talking about Faiz. No,
It's
shut
a
up.
Faiz.
What are eyes and where's the Faiz?
Close your eyes, Noble. We're talking about Faiz.
Don't worry, there's still more awesome and yet disappointing stuff to come.
Well,
But
just as long as I
that
get to see more
properly
X-ray
summarizes
death,
Faiz.
I'm happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Also, you know me taking cues from Edgy on how to use underwear.
Yep.
I got
Well,
two pairs, they're really colorful, and that's all I got.
At least he's not walking
Maybe.
around with them on a stick.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not a hobo. He's just a guy wandering around.
Yeah, he's not a hobo who uses spare change to fight crime. I got one of my friends to watch O's because that's how I explained it.
I once got some people to watch Kamen Rider because I explained that there's actually a band that murders a giant crab.
Not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I'm not gonna lie, I really
you mean,
want an audio
see
version of
all
that
of
song
Hippie?
because that's actually a really nice song.
I've actually got it.
Yeah, I think it's out there somewhere.
I managed to find it clean. So
No,
if I still have the link, I'll send it to you.
The jam session from Decade.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Yeah, I have the whole song. I found it on SoundCloud.
nice.
Yeah, wasn't that in one of the soundtracks for Decade, I think?
It was. It was called like Ultimate Ongekibo or something like that.
Yeah, I've listened to it so many times. It's so good.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was a pretty good episode overall, and yeah, more fun to come.
Always.
Yeah.
And
Stabby hearts, always happy.
Or stabbing hearts.
That is literally the only reason I like this show at the moment, besides I like the Rider suit.
Oh, don't worry, there's more.
Yeah.
Oh, I
more of
know,
all
I
of
was
that.
told, and I'm happy.
And there's also more heartbreak, especially considering who shows up next episode.
Oh god, yeah.
Ah,
Oh
heartbreak.
boy.
Yeah.
It's like Drive just ended.
Oh, hold on a second. You want Heartbreak? Wait for the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one for us when we tackle that.
Let me know when you guys chat about that. Might want to join in.
Oh, by all means, you are more than welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here to call you guys out on your shit.
Well, someone's got to, because none of us are gonna do it.
Of course, you're all a team. You all stuck it together. I'm the sixth ranger here, being like, what the fuck are you doing over there with your Megazords and your Kamen Riders?
But yeah, pretty sure that's the end of our Faiz discussion, and at this point, the show's been going on for, I'm gonna say, at least a good hour and a half or so.
A little more, yeah, around there.
Or, I'm gonna say this one's probably gonna be close to 2 hours, so.
We started around 45 minutes, so yeah.
So yeah, I think now would be a good time to close it, so.
Time efficiency. We don't do it well.
Nope, not really.
I just got here.
But yeah, so those of you listening, thank you for sticking around for this insanely long episode. Special thank you to our guest for being here,
You're more than welcome. Thank you for having me.
and you are welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
So yeah, and of course, do all the things with the social medias. There's our Facebook. You can, if anything we've said has offended anybody, you can feel free to tweet at us. I'm specifically speaking about me because I don't know what the hell I was saying earlier.
Something about knees.
I mean, you got it this week. I should have gotten it last week, but no one sent anything, so I think we're good.
When you're too small,
And I made a Hitler joke last week, so.
when you're too
Yes.
small time for hate mail.
So far. Yes, all hate mail, leave in comments or tweet directly at us. Our Twitters will be in the description.
Including mine.
Yes, I'll make sure to add yours.
Yes, please.
So yeah, thank you all for listening, and we will see you next time for
Ta-ta.
more excitement.
Oh, Yasumi.